My biggest reason for wanting to talk about this story is because of the fentanyl devastation that's hitting our country. Like, I think this is where the real problem actually is. You know, when you're talking about like the big P word, I don't want to say it, I don't want to get in no trouble or whatever the case is. You guys can use your imagination. But with fentanyl, it is really devastating our country, and anybody who is helping bringing this stuff in, I'm glad these people are being caught. But for some people, it ends up being too late. But let me give you guys a fair warning about my content before I give any type of opinions or anything like that. Following content. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. Of course, I've told you guys that I've lost some people that I knew, some friends, some people that were very dear to me behind fentanyl. So every time I see this type of thing pop up, especially like I just did the story about the daycares and how they're getting all the fentanyl they got. So even though this might not directly involve a child, but this business is definitely affecting our children and affecting everybody. I want to tell a quick story about this coming from KOB.com. So thank you for the article. KOB4, I believe. But let's see here. Coming out of Lee County, and deputies seized more than $160,000 worth of narcotics in a drug bust. And they said, we already have information in reference to a person bringing in narcotics into Lee County prior to the stop, said David Ibarra, deputy commander with the Lee County Drug Task Force. So they already had a lead. Ibarra says the drug investigation started at a traffic stop on Sunday. We conducted an interview and also ran the dog, said Ibarra. The K9 knew something was off. We authored a search warrant on September the 5th for narcotics, Ibarra said. And on Tuesday, officials searched the car and found $500 in cash, which they suspect is 15,000 fentanyl pills and 2 pounds of meth. Officials seized nearly $162,800 worth of drugs. They couldn't tell who was involved as the case is still under investigation. And I can kind of cut to that big, long 38-minute video. You guys will have to look that up on lawandcrime.com. And again, shout out to them for getting a hold of all of these police footage. Not dash cam, but the little videos they have on their chest. I forget what you call them. Having a brain fart right now. But they were basically trying to find out who is their actual supplier? Where is it coming from? Who's giving? They're trying to find who the plug is, right? And of course, they're not giving up that information. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. You guys could also help spread the news of these videos and hit that thumbs up. Continue to leave comments. Let's have a discussion about this and let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to play the very, very short video. We don't need to see the 38-minute arrest video.
We have heard this so many times. Fentanyl is taking over our streets.
Yeah, and more often we're seeing some big-time drug busts. Yeah. Alika Medina tells us about the most recent one and why officials already had an eye on the suspect.
Had already received information in reference to a person bringing narcotics into Lee County prior to the stop.
David Ibarra with the Lee County Drug Task says the drug investigation started at a traffic stop on Sunday.
We conducted an interview with them and also ran the dog.
And the K9 knew something was off.
We authored a search warrant on September 5th for narcotics.
Yesterday, officials searched the car and found $500 in cash along with thousands of little blue pills.
We found approximately 15,000 pills, fentanyl pills, and approximately 2 pounds of crystallized substance, which is meth.
Officials seized nearly $163,000 worth of drugs. Although we know what they found, as for who was involved, they couldn't tell us just yet, as the whole case is still under investigation. Alika Medina, KOB4.
So again, I want to keep this kind of brief, and there was video of the suspects. Like I said, you guys can go watch that on lawandcrime.com. But whatever it takes, I hope that they can task force or whatever tips they're getting, continue to keep busting these people, and just hope that we can slow it down, because it don't look like they're going to be able to stop it. But we're glad that they were able to at least make some progress in this particular situation and caught these two people. And I don't know, throw a bunch of years at them. Throw a bunch of years at them until they give up their connection. They know who the hell gave them that stuff. But they need to start putting the pieces to the puzzle together in order to save people's lives, because this stuff is really, really devastating, okay? But let me know what you guys think. Thank you.